You're listening to the Options Insider Radio Network. For more quality options programs, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app, available in iTunes and on Google Play.
The options market can be a confusing place. Sorting through the daily avalanche of data, alerts, updates, articles, and analysis to find the most important information is an overwhelming prospect. But now you have help. Welcome to the Options News Rundown, the only program that breaks through the noise to bring you the most important news and information from the world of options. Every day we bring you the top 5 option stories curated by the options experts at theoptionsinsider.com, the premier source for free options information. The Options News Rundown is brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in option trader education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free 1-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's live Advantage group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider. And now it's time to break through the noise. It's time for your Options News Rundown.
Good morning. Today is Wednesday, 2018. This is your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli. Our first story of the day is from investing.com. It's the top 5 things to know in the market on Wednesday. First thing to know is Wall Street futures point to a higher open. U.S. stock futures pointed to a higher open as global stocks recovered amid a lull in an escalating trade dispute between the United States and China. Second thing to know, General Electric was booted from the Dow. Walgreens is to replace it. General Electric lost its spot in the Dow Jones Industrial Average after over a century in the blue chip stock index, capping a miserable year for the once powerful conglomerate. S&P Dow Jones indices made us aware of this after the markets closed on Tuesday. It was one of the original components of the index of 30 stocks in 1896. It had been a continuous member since 1907, or 111 years. In the past year, its stock has been battered as the company overhauls its business. Third thing to know today is the dollar holds at 11-month highs as the euro and the pound slide. Away from equities, the U.S. dollar held on to its recent gains to trade at nearly an 11-month high against the currency basket, as risk aversion sparked by concerns over a worsening trade feud between Washington and Beijing ebbed. The U.S. dollar index, which measures the greenback strength against a basket of 6 major currencies, was a shade higher at 94.80, holding below Friday's 11-month high of 95.13. The fourth thing to know today is oil markets await fresh weekly U.S. inventory data. The U.S. Energy Information Administration will release its official weekly oil supplies report for the week ended June 15th at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time, amid forecasts for an oil stock drop of 2.1 million barrels. The weekly data will also offer fresh indications on how fast domestic output levels continue to rise. U.S. crude production, driven by shale extraction, is currently at an all-time high of 10.9 million barrels per day. Fifth thing to note today is Powell, Draghi, Kuroda, all on a single panel, highlights the last day of the ECB Forum. The 5th annual ECB Forum on Central Banking wraps up in Sintra, Portugal today. The highlight of the final day of the 3-day gathering will be the policy panel, scheduled for 9:30 a.m. Eastern, with the participation of ECB President Mario Draghi, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell, and Bank of Japan Governor Haruhiko Kuroda. Reserve Bank of Australia Governor Philip Lowe is also scheduled to appear on the panel, which will be moderated by Stephanie Flanders, head of Bloomberg Economics. Our second story today is from MarketWatch.com. EU to impose tariffs on $3.2 billion of U.S. goods starting on Friday. The European Union will begin implementing tariffs on $2.8 billion worth of goods imported from the U.S. on Friday, the European Commission said Wednesday. The rebalancing measures are in response to the U.S. imposing respective tariffs of 25% and 10% on aluminum and steel imports from the EU on June 1st, the Commission said. Agricultural goods and other U.S. products will also be hit with levies. The rules of international trade, which we have developed over the years hand in hand with our American partners, cannot be violated without a reaction from our side. Our response is measured, proportionate, and fully in line with WTO rules, Cecilia Malmström, the European Union's trade commissioner, said in a statement. The EU may impose tariffs on another 3.6 billion euros worth of U.S. goods at a later stage, in 3 years' time, or after a positive finding in WTO dispute settlement that should come sooner. U.S. President Donald Trump has said the tariffs are aimed at protecting the U.S. steel industry. Our next story today is from FinanceMagnates.com. Crypto facilities set to launch Litecoin futures trading. London-headquartered cryptocurrency trading and index providing platform Crypto Facilities is launching a Litecoin derivatives product. According to the official announcement, the new investment instrument will allow traders to bet on both long and short selling of the digital asset and will go live on June 22nd at 4 p.m. Commenting on the listing of the first LTC USD futures instrument, Timo Schläfer, CEO of Crypto Facilities, said, "We are excited to be launching futures on Litecoin, one of the most widely traded cryptocurrencies. There's been strong demand for this product, and we believe our LTC dollar futures contract will increase price transparency, liquidity, and efficiency in the cryptocurrency markets. As digital assets continue to mature, we expect to see a greater number of institutional investors entering the marketplace." And that, ladies and gentlemen, is news you can use for today, June 20th, 2018, your Options News Rundown. I'm Dan Passarelli. Trade smart. Have a great day.
Thank you for listening to the Options News Rundown. To learn more about these stories or any other developments from the world of options, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com, the premier source for free options information. The Options News Rundown is brought to you by Market Taker Mentoring, the leader in option trader education. Get trader education, daily trade ideas, and more with a free 1-week trial of Market Taker Mentoring's live Advantage group coaching class by visiting markettaker.com/insider.
The preceding program was a production of the Options Insider Radio Network. For more quality options programs, visit www.theoptionsinsider.com or search for Options Insider Radio Network in your podcast provider of choice. Listeners can also access all of our programming through our mobile app, available in iTunes and on Google Play. Don't forget to follow along with your favorite programs and submit your own questions for the hosts at twitter.com/options, facebook.com/theoptionsinsider, or via questions at theoptionsinsider.com.